Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1947 Smith Corona Clipper vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Very nice crinkle black finish. We changed this from the glossy black in the 40s on most typewriters. This is just more durable, more scratch resistant, and no fingerprints. Margins are located behind the carriage here, and you just push it down like this and move it. And I'm just going to set them in between the two paper fingers so we don't get stuck on them. You can set those again once we load the page if they're getting too close. And I have the paper fingers on the edges for maximum clearance. Looks good. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit the sign space, get you back to the beginning, and skips 1 or 2 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, just flip that switch forward. It skips 2. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line, switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip it down to that red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down to red. Beautiful typing machine. I really love the look of this and the feel. Very classic feeling to it. The sound is very unique, and I believe that's why they branded it the Clipper. Named after, I believe, a World War II era plane. Just sounds strong and fast. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. Shift on each side and shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. It's got a floating shift, meaning it's just a really smooth shift. Backspace on the left side, very smooth as well. Margin release on the right. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release button. It doesn't allow you to go all the way to the end or until you get stuck on that paper finger. We're gonna move that color back up for black. Open the hood, all the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. If you want to switch the direction, there's a switch above the backspace. You just flip that down like that. You hear the click, it'll pull to the left. Flip it down again, you hear the click, pulls to the right. Touch control on the inner left. The higher up you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit them harder for them to print, but they respond faster. So you just want to gauge that to see what your preference is. On the right side of the carriage release, super smooth. This is a really nice typewriter, really nice condition, very close to excellent condition. And on the front side, if you push it down, it releases the carriage and locks the carriage in the middle. So when you have it in the case, it's nice and flush. It doesn't go banging around, causing any kind of damage to your skiddment, which is a mechanism that allows the carriage to move one space at a time. Left carriage release, very smooth, very nice condition typewriter. If you pull this lever out, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You push it in, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.